This is Jordan, and Jordan is a new student leader
Hi.
for the Purdue Golduster Dance team.
Yeah.
So today was tryouts, right?
All day.
And you had to try out again, even though this is how many years for you?
4th year.
Were you nervous about making the team?
I wasn't nervous, but I was anxious because I saw a lot of talent. We usually have about like 40 to 50 girls try out, and there was maybe about 35 today, but there's way more talent than we usually have. So I was definitely still wanting to bring my A game just to kind of keep my rep up and still show everyone that even though I'm the old senior, I can still keep up with the younger girls and the new members. So I was just trying my best.
You weren't going to take it for granted?
Yes, I was going to enjoy it, especially being in Mackey. Like last year, we had our auditions in the co-rec gyms, which were being under construction. So it was just a perfect way to start my senior year in Mackey Arena. It was just a really good vibe. So it was awesome.
So why have you come back for 4 years of Duster? You must really enjoy this.
I do.
What's the best part of it?
Just the friendships. I've grown really close. I'm in a sorority too, but I would say Goldusters are my closest friends. We're together 5-6 days a week. These girls are the people I can rely on, and we all have something in common we love to do. We love to dance, and that just makes it even better. And we get to do a lot of great things too with the band and traveling, and even like having that contact with the band and being a part of such a big organization just makes you feel like you're involved in something bigger than yourself.
So you dance, but you also had to learn to march, right?
Yeah.
What is that like? All of a sudden, all these dancers, like today, they're all going to have to learn to march.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like the band directors, like you would think we would be good marchers because we're dancers and we're supposed to be very like poised and have rhythm and stuff, which we do, but marching is a completely different aspect, and not a lot of us are used to like the metronome and like your knee placement. We're used to like having our legs like up to our ear, and we have to like make these little precise steps, and it's just there's a lot of detail that we're not used to. So it can be a challenge in the beginning, but we really like to try and do our best so they know that we're trying and we're not just messing around, that we actually do care and we want to look good. So it's interesting.
So when did you start dancing? How old were you?
I danced when I was like a toddler. I didn't get serious about it until I was probably about in 2nd or 3rd grade, so it wasn't really a big time where I wasn't dancing, but there comes a point, especially like when you're involved in activity, whether it's like a sport or dance or whatever, where you have to kind of make the decision, is this something I'm going to pursue further, or is this just kind of something fun I'm doing? And I kind of made that decision like maybe 3rd or 4th grade, and I traveled to a lot of different studios to take like the best ballet class from the best ballet teacher in the area. I went to this studio to take from the best jazz teacher. So I was all over the place. I wasn't at one studio my whole entire life just because I wanted to be such a well-rounded dancer. I wanted the best of everyone, so I went everywhere just to take class.
So for the novices watching this, obviously we understand ballet and probably jazz, but pom is another style, right?
Yes.
And what else?
Like that I've done?
Pardon me?
Like that I've done personally, like
styles?
Sure.
I've
done obviously ballet, jazz, I've done a little bit of tap, I've done modern / contemporary, some point. I've taken African, I've taken character, which is like different variations of like Spanish and all kinds of different styles around the world. Pom, obviously.
Sure.
I've been on my high school dance team. I was actually in the children's cast of the Joffrey Ballet's Nutcracker in Chicago when I was younger, so that was a really awesome experience being around professional ballerinas, and at the end of your season, we were in like 18 shows from like late November to like January 1st, and it was just awesome driving to Chicago with my mom 2 days a week and just being in this professional company, and that was a lot of fun. So just a lot of different experiences with different
Sounds like a lot of experiences. Now you're a senior. Major is?
Human Services.
And are you going to graduate do you think in next June? Or?
I either am going to graduate late summer 2013 or fall / winter, I guess, 2013. I'll be done with all my classes, but there's a required internship that I'm going to be doing, and that takes place my last semester of whatever. I've changed my major quite a bit. Just kind of find myself.
Like everybody else.
Yeah, it kind of comes out to almost a major per semester I've been at Purdue until like last year. So I kind of did full circle and kind of ended up where I started, just slightly different idea. I want to be a high school guidance counselor, or I want to be involved in education, whether it works out where I go to a program somewhere where I can be a high school teacher, or where I can work with student affairs, or I can be a guidance counselor. I really like the high school,
Sure.
I guess, group. And
Would you like to be a high school dance instructor?
yeah, that's a part of it too.
If they had a dance team?
Yes. I've actually gone back to my high school as an alumni and have helped my old dance team many, many times. And I really like it a lot, and I'm hoping one day I'll be able to do it as a coach. So that'd be really cool.
And if that didn't work out, would this be the end of your dance career maybe?
No, I would like to dance professionally with either Colts cheerleaders,
Oh,
or Chicago has, the Bulls have a dance team called the Lovables. Since I'm moving to Texas, I could try out for a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, but it's, for those kinds of teams, it's way more than your dancing. It's
yeah.
everything from your exterior head to toe and style. So I would definitely have to prepare for that for a long time if I really want to do that. But Cassia's going through the Colts auditions right now, and she's made the final showcase, and she actually finds out in a couple weeks if she actually will be a Colts cheerleader. So I kind of look up to her, and I actually thought about her a lot today in my audition, how she has gone and done herself up and looked very presentable, and I just kind of thought about that at my audition, and I wanted to stick out as if I was not only trying out for my 4th year on Goldusters, but as if I was trying out to be a professional cheerleader.
So did you say earlier you were in a sorority?
Mhm.
So do you have dances?
Yes.
The sorority does.
Mhm.
Are you expected to be the best dancer during that evening?
It's funny because you would think, but sometimes I dance all the time. I just want to dance kind of silly. I have to take it so serious and so technical. Sometimes I'm just like, don't want to dance my best ever. I just kind of like to relax and just like run around and kind of goof off a little bit. Like sometimes I can be a goof, like Alicia said, but it's nice to kind of just take a break from being so strict and dancing, where I can just be goofy and let myself
Why
go.
did you pick Purdue University? And where was your hometown?
St. Charles, Illinois.
Okay.
That's a suburb of Chicago. A lot of people are from that area.
So why Purdue?
I have a big family history here. My grandpa graduated from here in 1959.
Wow.
On my mom's side, so my grandpa, my mom's dad, my mom went here, my aunt, and my uncle, and my other aunt. So that's all my mom's brothers and sisters. Whole family came here. And my dad came here too. He was one of the first to go to college, I think, in his family. And he's the only one on his side. And it's funny, my parents didn't even meet at Purdue. They actually met after college in Chicago, because they were both living in the city.
Wow.
And my dad, I actually originally wanted to go to IU, but I didn't get in, and then my dad's like, apply to Purdue. I'm like, no, I don't want to do what you guys did. But I came, visited, and I just kind of fell in love, and I'm very close to my family, and I like feeling a part of tradition, especially my grandfather being a graduate like almost 50 years ago or whatever. So I just like building tradition, and actually my little brother's coming here next year, so I'm really excited for that.
So at the end of the day, you were really happy you came to Purdue.
Oh yeah, especially after being on this team and meeting everyone. Everything has just fallen into place perfectly.
These friends of yours in the the team will probably be friends for life.
Oh yeah.
I think,
Especially, it's sad because I've been on the team with those 8 seniors for the last 3 years, so it's very strange that they're not here tonight, and those will always be people I'm going to always constantly stay in touch with, and I'm sure I'm going to like learn and grow and love these girls as much as I've grown as close with those seniors last year.
So when you were a freshman and there were some seniors on the dance team, do you still have any contact with those girls?
Elise, I do. She's asked me to come and help her out with her high school dance team like once or twice, and I've done that. I don't see, there were 3 seniors that year. I don't see them as much.
Is it intimidating when you're a freshman and the seniors are, like you are now in their 4th year and you're a little freshman? I
didn't feel intimidated. I just kind of wanted to learn my place. I just kind of like sitting back and observing and seeing how the whole team was run. So I wasn't intimidated. I was more just kind of taking it all in and trying to figure out what I just said, what my place on the team was.
Okay, well, thanks for taking the time. Anything else you want to add or say?
I love Purdue.
Yeah, okay, boiler up.
Boiler up.